All right, so today we're gonna talk about this is CCSC 200 class and submit assignment. So we're gonna look at how to use Git today. Like we're gonna talk about GitHub, okay? And you're gonna submit to GitHub. And we're gonna talk about you're gonna record your videos, right? And upload on YouTube, right? So what do you need to record, right? And we need to record the notepad, right? You program Java on notepad and do the CMD, right? And you can record what IntelliJ run on IntelliJ IDEA, right? And what else? Do Java doc. We gotta do it on IntelliJ IDEA, Java doc, okay? All right, so let's start. Everybody know Git? What's Git? Okay, no, none of you know. So first, what's Git? Git is let's compare it to like a Google Doc or Google Drive, Google Doc. When you want to write a document and you want to share that document among your friends, like let's say you got assignment from your teacher to write a research paper, okay? And this research paper pretty much work as a group. How would you do that? You may open your Word document
and type and assign your friend to have another Word document and type.
And then now you have your own Word document on there on your local machine. Your friend has it on his or her
local machine. What is the problem right there? How you going to merge the document together? So isn't it easier to just go to use Google Doc, right? And then both of you, more than two, can work at the same document at the same time. You can just create different sections, right? That is just similar to Git here. Okay, so the only difference is Git is going to use it for source code or Java or any programming. So this is Git. So let's look at how it works then. First, you need to create your account at github.com, okay? So go to github.com and create your account. So you go to, pretty much now I already log in. When you sign out, you can sign up and create your account, okay? So we will talk about GitHub first. So Git is the control your source code system, right? Just like Google Doc, things like that, right? For collaborating the work, correct? So GitHub is just like Google Doc, right? Or the place where you can create a document or the folder for your project, like Google Drive, right? So now, when you create a project, it's going to have the new repository like that. This is the list of the repository, which is a folder for your project, like Hello World folder. Okay, like now I don't have any source code, but when you click on it, it's going to tell you this is a link to your project. This is pretty much the link that you want to copy and submit to me, or this same thing. Then I see your source code. Once I upload the code to that, like for example, this is it, right? So I can see like a source code when I go to source, and this is your source code. See that? Then when you submit this link to me, like now you type that URL, you pretty much can find the source code, like github.com/csc201. Then you probably going to see all the source code right there for the class. Okay. I mean, I happen to have CSC201 account. I have CSC202. You can see assignment for the class, all the source code, the class node that we have.
I did all that yesterday, but I don't know if it was just the pictures that went through or if the actual code went through. Let me check. Or from your end.
You can check by. You are able to check by just typing account. Do you know your account?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Just tell me your account name.
Put the, I put
Like your user ID for GitHub.
OC210.
You say OC210?
Yeah.
I don't think that's the valid account.
Do you have to get the whole email?
No, just the account ID when you sign into GitHub. Like CSC201 is my
Oh,
user ID.
It's OVI 2017, right?
Yeah, when you sign in, you just use the account. Yeah, that's you.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it was the picture.
Here, then you just go in and see. This is the same thing. It's empty. You didn't upload anything.
What, I had a link. I got a link like the one you showed me.
Yeah, but you need to know how to upload, which I'm going to show you, right?
Alright.
This is just creating it, okay? So just create account. I mean, what you need now is just sign up for account, that's it. Sign up for account. I didn't show you how to upload the code yet. Right, just sign up for Gmail account, something like that. It doesn't mean you're going to have any document on there. You have to create it. Alright, so now after you sign up for account, what we're going to do next is you're going to open your project. Okay? You're going to open your project. Like, you're going to open IntelliJ, pretty much, and your project should be resizing in the IntelliJ folder. I try to have the navigator out here. Normally when I double click it should show. I think it's just slow. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to close off the application and have. I'm going to restart my IntelliJ. It looks like it's just freezing. Alright, so during this time you may try to finish up your sign up for github.com account. Then we can finish this at the same time. Create your account. Alright, so since we're waiting for this, so let's review the step again. So what we're going to look at is, we understand what is Git already. And we create an account on GitHub, right? Now what we try to do is we try to get all the source codes on your local machine from IntelliJ, right? And we're going to put it on GitHub, right? We're going to upload that on GitHub. So we're going to get the source code on your local machine and upload on GitHub using IntelliJ. Okay. Now IntelliJ is going to have a section we call VCS as a tools on the top. So what's VCS? VCS stands for Version Control System. Okay, so version control system, like it's pretty much can control all the version. Like for example, if you have document on your Google Drive, right? So what happens when you want to make changes or want to recall the document, like you make changes today, but you say I want the one from the previous version, you can actually go back to history and put it all back. Then you have original document before you change back. Same thing with the source code. Sometimes you make changes and you want the old one back, so you can just revert your changes with the Git from version control too. They're gonna have history and show that. Like for example, let me show you. When you go to github.com, I'll open the project. Okay. And I want to show you, like you can see the history of the changes. Let's say, for example, okay, let me pick one. Final project. It said 3 years ago I have this project, right? And I look at my source code. Pretty much I upload them like 3 years ago. Now if I never changes, it's going to be the same. But if I have changes, you can look at the history here. Like now, it's only have one version. But if I happen to change something today, I want to revert back, I can just go back and this is the version ID. It's going to have the record here as a history. So what we're going to do, we're going to do it now, okay, and show you. Alright, so alright, now it's working. I have to restart IntelliJ. So I just double click on project tab to expand that section. So I just want to make sure you understand this part. So this is my source code, right? I have create Java source code right here, right? And if I want to share this, to submit this, you gotta go to version control system, VCS we just talking about, right? And then you're going to say import into version control, and that version control we use share project on GitHub. Like there are many of them, like GitLab, they have Mercurial, right? It's just different, like Google Doc, OneDrive, Dropbox, right? It's just a system where you can upload and share. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is, you can just share project on GitHub like that. So if your first time, it's not going to show you this. It's going to show you authentication pop-up box where you have to put in your username and password. It's going to have Dropbox. It's going to say token. You have an option to put token. or you have an option to just do Dropbox and select username and password. Okay. So why don't you do that at the same time, then you see what I mean. While you're doing that, let me see if I can just sign out, because this is not my first time. That's why it's already connect me and skip me to have to do authentication page. Okay. Okay, let me, I'll probably need to see how to change version control system on IntelliJ. Yep, how to change that. So open the version control setting page, the system page, display table, object key. So how do we get to version control? Control LS. Control LS. Okay. And go to version control. I need to change GitHub. Yeah, you see I've been using the C201. So you could set it through here too. Like I'm talking about token here and password. You can drop box to password. Like I said, first time if you go to that, it's pretty much just pop up this pop-up box for you. So now I just need to change to, let's say if I want to, I have several accounts. So this is my 202 code. Like 200 code, I just change to 200, right? Same thing, you just do authentication. Like the same authentication that when you sign up. And you can do the test. Alright, so hit OK. Now, after that, so how do I get to that page again? I just follow this, hit Ctrl Alt S. So Ctrl Alt S, then you go to version control, GitHub, right? Host github.com, switch to password instead of token, and use your username and password when you sign up. They asked you to sign up earlier, right? Connection successful, you should be okay, and I hit OK. Now we are ready to share the code. So I'm going to import into version control, right, VCS, and share project on GitHub. Okay, and hit share. Okay. So now it's going to tell you, do you want to upload all the files here? That pretty much you have question, one of students have question earlier. You can select the file that you want to upload from here. Like normally you don't want everything, okay? So I just deselect them all, and then you only want .java file, right? Now let's talk about your requirement. You also need to include Java doc. Okay, so let me cancel out before we submit, because I didn't have Java doc documents. So Java doc is .html. Like Java doc is this section. Like when you open IntelliJ, normally it's going to add slash asterisk asterisk, and then you can put your comment in this section. Comment, like this is where the compiler is going to skip, and you can write anything that you want right here. Like now I'm talking about, like the first line normally is going to be the purpose of your program, right? The purpose, like my program pretty much just demonstrate how to implement a stack with Java, something like that. Okay, stack this structure. Alright, and the other license and the date that you created by and on. You can add as much as you want in here. Okay. Now, you're supposed to, like this is at a class, on the top of the class you add that comment. You're supposed to, let me show you how to generate. So, tools, generate Java doc. See that? So, now you have to specify output directory where you want the Java doc to export it to. I'm going to pretty much put in the same location. Okay, see users, right? So technically I'm going to type it. Do you want to add a foreign file duplicate? Nope. So users. Alright, so inside that I might want to create another folder named doc. Okay, it's just a document. Java doc is pretty much just a document of your program. Like I documented on my comment section. So after I generated, you see that it's pop up. This is a Java doc for my program. It's just an HTML file, right? Created by the purpose to demonstrate how to implement a stack data structure with Java. See that? So the Java doc section on pretty much on your comment, your code is generate the Java doc, and then we can publish this online, the HTML file. Like all the Java classes, normally after you create it, if you want to make a license and let people download it to use, right? So that's pretty much how you do it. And then they have the Java doc that they can read and understand what you try to do here, right? Like now, let's talk about a package, right? So let me simplify showing you what is a package, right? So last time we were looking at a simple Java code, right? A simple Java code, pretty much you don't see any package, right? Like hello world last time. Let me just open the hello world from the notepad, then you pretty much just see it. Okay. So hello, right? .java. So you see simple, right? Public class. But today what we learned a little bit is just put the comments like that. So when you're still loading the contents with slash to asterisk and asterisk slash, this is a Java doc comments. Okay? Like you can put anything like I just showed you, right? And now what you see next is the package. So what is a package? See, this is a package. Package is nothing much. Let me show you beside. Like now you didn't put hello into a folder. Package is just create a folder and put hello into it. That's it. So for example, if I go back to my source code that has the package edu nvcc csc202, I go to C user and stack is my project folder, right? So C users and my username and the project folder name stack. Now you start to see I have source code. You see that? Instead of having source my Java in here, I just create package edu nvcc csc202 and put my Java in there. That's just the package. Just create a folder. Okay, pretty much just specify the path to your code. Like I have two of them, right? Two Java file in this package and another Java file outside. See that I have 3 Java files for this code, right? Okay. So now this is a comment, the package. So technically you could do the same thing, right? By creating the package, by adding the word package And if you want to create NVCC, CSC 200, same thing, and end the semicolon. It's when you do that, it's going to put the hello.java in edu NVCC CSC 200 folder. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to do cmd. Remember, this is hello.java, right? So let me actually save the file. Make sure when you change this, you have to save it again, right? Hello.java. Inside this, right? C user, right? Desktop and CSC2 107. Now we got to have to cd to that location. So I already copied the path. So right. So I gotta do Java C. Now we may expect to see some error. Okay, no error, which is good. Now let's see if it's created a folder for you. In that case, because I was expecting to see it might not create a folder for you. Okay, let us make sure that it's the same file here. Package edu. Okay, you don't see the error here, but when you run, let's see, you have an error, right? Why? Like in IntelliJ, it's going to create a folder for you, but with a notepad, you have to do it manually. Right, because it say could not find or load main class, because it's trying to look into that folder. You see that edu nvcc csc. So how to fix this problem? Right, you need to manually create a folder according to your package in here, right? Edu, and get to edu, you're going to create another folder, right? Because you name package that way, but IntelliJ make it for you. NVCC, and what else? CSC 200, right? And then you have to move your hello. Technically, it's looking for hello.class, but you could just move the whole thing in there, because when you recompile it, it's going to pretty much just create a class in there, right? Like hello.java in there. And then now when you want to compile this, you have to go into change your directory into that location. Now you can recompile it. Now it should create hello.class, as we see, right? Then we can just start to run. Alright. Wrong name. So let's see if we do no class def found. We gotta run. When we run, let's see, we have to go back because we were in that folder. So to go back, you do cd dot dot, right? Also, if you do cd backslash, it's go to the root. Root mean like the prompt without the users. Now I go back in. So I'm going to go back into we don't have do we have hello.class here? No, right? Because it's in there. So let me see. What you can do, you have to specify the package. MVCC edu .mvcc.csc 200. And what's the file name? Hello. Oh, I have to say Java C, but I want to run only, right? There you go. Because we have the package. So the package of the folder you specify by the period, right? when you run. Like you can be anywhere technically. Like if I just going to go to inside a folder, now there's a problem because I'm in EDU. I have to see that's gonna be a problem, right? Because it's not seeing it, right? Now I'm in CSC 200. If I run, there's gonna be a problem. So that's why I have to move back to when it start to have the package, right? And run. See that? Because EDU actually inside CSC 200. So that's why you have to go back and run in that location. Okay? It's a little bit tricky when you do CMD, but I just try to explain that this is how packages work, right? But IntelliJ is going to take care of everything for you. Okay? Like now, I show you where I create a package, create everything for you, right? Let's say I'll show you hello again with IntelliJ, but I'm going to come back, but we're going to look at how to submit your assignment. Now we have Java doc in the doc folder, right? The only file that I need is like now file is stack.java. Then the doc that I need is stack.html. Okay. When you generate, when we do that, stack.html is here under this package edu nvcc csc2022. So meaning that the Java doc that I just generated is also generated the same path. See that? And stack is in there, right? Like now, if your program have more than one Java file, like you only learn to create one Java file. Like in this case, I have 3 Java files: stack, test, stack, and iStack. Then I need to include them all. Stack HTML, iStack HTML, and stack test.html. Okay. So I'm going to go to share project, right? Continue, right? So if you happen to have the same name, you might get that errors. Okay. I'm going to change the name because this is going to create a repository on GitHub for you that I showed you earlier, right? GitHub has other repository, right? This is going to be a different repository now. And description you can just say like in initial comment. Like I said, we don't want everything. We only want stats, like the one that syncs to your technically, if you want to include everything in Java doc, it's fine for me too. You can just check doc to make it simple. Okay. And everything that is there. But this one you need to have just other source. But the rest we don't need them. Right? Because these are the IntelliJ IDEA file. I then hit OK. And it's going to start to process and tell you The status: can finish GitHub sharing process. Successfully created project. It seems like successful, but initial push failed. Something wrong. So to access the problem, I want to access. Okay, let's go and check if it's actually created on GitHub. So I'm going to have to go to github.com, right? /csc202, that's my account name. And click on the repository. It's actually dead 2 minutes ago in it, right? Stack the structure. But it's empty when it's failed. It didn't push out the code. So it's going to show you description why it failed on the RAID. Returns 3 errors. So 3 errors. It's going to tell you what does it mean. It's HTTP error. Forbidden. The website thinks that the HTTP data stream sent by the client, your web browser or your check up down robot was correct, but access to resource forbidden for some reason. So it seems like they forbid me, huh? So that means access problem. So maybe permission, maybe username and password is not correct. So let me try again. I thought I tested. What I'm going to do, we're going to make sure we test again. Control Alt S, right? This is my account. I use the password, hit test. It looks fine. It could be anything wrong with when we transmit the data over. We're going to try again one more time. So import into, right? Which is already imported because it's already created for us, the folder name, right? The repository name. In this case, I just go to git push. Push mean, you know what, let me just push one at a time, maybe that's easier. Like I'm going to push this 3 instead of including doc. Then I select only the file that I want and right click, go to git. They don't give me an option to push. Let me just go to VCS. Let's do commit change. No change detected. VCS. We go push right here. They want me to push everything. So I only want to select the file that I want to push. Hit push. Fail again. 4-3. So let me see the settings. To see if they allow me to push. I'm the owner. I should be able to push. This is where you use a token. Person access token. You could just, if you want to use token, remember there's an option to do token or just username and password. If you want to use token, you go here. And then the token part is pretty much just, you have to specify what this token can do. Write, read, create, notify. So I'm going to create everything. Let me test with the token one. Admin. Generate token. Alright, so that's the token. Copy the token. So let me try with the token one. So Control Shift S. No, Alt Shift S. Go to setting again. I'm trying because I try to push and just keep failing. So Alt Shift F S. Control Alt S. Control Alt S. So I'm going to switch to do the token way, not the password way. Paste the token. Let's test. Okay, successful. This is 4CC201. That's probably why. Let me see. Am I in 201 account? That's why. I have too many accounts. So let's sign out. Sign back in as 202. That's why there's a problem. I was in different account. Like for you, you should not have problem if you have just one account. Yeah, let me sign in. Sorry for 202. Alright. Let me use 202 account. Let me do the same. This time, I'm going to do the token one. So I'm going to go to settings. If you do option for token, so you're going to go for personal access tokens, generate new token. Alright, so I mean that's just the description. You can just say anything for that. So I just go give the token as admin token, then they can do everything. This is like give the right for this token to do generate a token. Alright, so I got a token, copy, switch back, and just replace this with this and test. Alright, good. So we see CC202. Now we are do by token, right? Like I said, you can do username and password. We are do it again this time. Alright, so go to VCS. This is gonna be same like for import version control, share project on GitHub. Continue. Already exist. So technically it said I already have the folder name. Or the repository name, what? Stack. Let me make sure. I'm going to show you. Let's go to the list of repository here, right? And it said I already have stack, which is true. I already have one, right? Let me see if I have anything. I don't have anything in there. Technically, I can just delete it. So I'm going to delete it. And let the IntelliJ create it. It's not giving me problem with that errors. So let's remove this. So technically we are looking for how to remove the repository. Alright. So I'm looking for this guy. Now I want to make sure this is doing 202 because it looks like they did it twice. How do I delete this? All right, I need to have Google github.com, GitHub, right? Delete repository. Click delete. Click to your repo, then in the main toolbar of GitHub, click on Settings. Scroll to the bottom page, you find delete. It's down, right? Here, right? There you go. Delete this repository. Stack. Data. Structure. Alright, should be gone, but I want to delete another one. Stack. I want to delete that one too because it's empty. There's no reason to have it. And click on Settings. Scroll down to the bottom. Delete. Stack. So we just delete it. Alright, now we should be ready to share. Let's try again. Go to VCS. Import into version control. Yes. I already deleted it. (202). Refresh. What I'm going to do, I want to make sure they still, like, it seems like they still have the old information in the cache memories. That it still think that it's still existing. I mean, another way is create a new folder, but this is just a problem with can't connect to repo from config remote. You could want to check .git config. It seems like we cannot connect to Git anymore. So what I'm going to do, let me restart this thing again. Because I have 3 different accounts and I have CSE 200, 201, and 202. It seems like IntelliJ is and GitHub kind of confusing a little bit what account I try to use. That's why. But for you, it should be very straightforward when you try. Yes.
Could you upload some instructions on the Blackboard just in case?
Yes. Like on the, we had a previous video that showing you very straight how to do that. Like this is another video that I'm streaming here. This one showing when there's an error, and some of you actually have an error, and this is how to show you that how to fix errors. Okay. Alright, so let's try again. I restarted. I want to make sure we still connect to the right token. So to setting, go to Ctrl+L+S. There you go. GitHub, right? Use token, test that. Now successful. Before it wasn't, because I have to restarting it to clear up the cache memories. So we go to VCS. Let's try again. Can't connect, huh? So let me change the folder name. I think something not right with the IntelliJ now. So let's do this. Let's disconnect it. Let me use this. Log in. Let me switch account to CSC200. Connecting is fine. Now I want to import. Doesn't like it again. Okay, of course not found because we don't have one. Okay, so let's do this way. It doesn't like it. So what I'm gonna do, I'm going to manually create from here. I'm going to create a repo, name, stack, create it. Alright, and this is the link to it. So let me switch account. I'm going to use the token. Let me get a token again. Just don't forget about token. Use password, but I'm going to switch account. Alright, so I'm going to do push manually. Alright, push them. Alright. I'm going to access. Alright, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to have to